we're just going to jump right into it, man. We're going to start off the stream with the main topic. I don't normally do that, but this one is just way too good for us to not start off with. So, there was a post that went viral very quickly on Twitter and is still currently going viral. This tweet is coming to us from Frost of Rivia. This is somebody who used to work for Second Wind and no longer works there now. Frost of Rivia made a post and said, I have resigned from Second Wind Group. I'll say more later, but I do want people to know where their money and support is going in the meantime. Now, I know Smash JT is in the chat right now, so I hope Smash JT takes this post as a little bit of a victory. I think he should do a victory lap because, and Nick Calandra targeted. I want to remind people who maybe are new here or maybe who maybe don't know the backstory. Nick Calandra is basically the male version of Alyssa Mercante, right? So he's a psychopath. He is a hardcore, ideologically driven psychopath that tried to take Smash JT's website down simply because he was putting people on a list on that website with information that was publicly available from other websites that have these journalists on the same kind of list. So they just didn't like his list, right? They're allowed to be on other lists on other websites, but they can't be on Smash JT's list. Anyway, so with that being said, they decided it was in their best interest to all of a sudden leave the company. And this came extremely out of nowhere, right? Frost of Rivia left, and also another person left called Cisco, who we're going to get into. I'll showcase that after this. But let's read his resignation letter, because in this letter, this man cooks Nick Calandra, all right? I'm talking Mortal Kombat, fatality. I'm in so much pain. Boogie 2988 cooks Nick Calandra. Where's my clip?
Johnny Cage wins flawless victory. Fatality.
This man cooks him. So let's read what he says. It says, when I joined Second Wind Group, I was under the assumption that we were forming a team of creatives with equal value and equal say. Individual creators would oversee their personal series, and the group would decide how to run the business together. Now, I just want to make something very clear. It is not shocking to me that Second Wind started as what seemingly, it seems as if it's like a socialist, like haven, right? Oh, everybody's going to have a fair say. Everybody's going to be equal. We're all going to be doing the same exact thing. We're going to leave our corporate overlords and we're going to go start our own company where we're all equal together. That's what that sounds like. Well, guess what? Just like with socialism, that shit never happens, okay? That shit never happens. That whole, oh, we're going to be equal together kind of nonsense never fucking happens. Someone always gets greedy. Someone always does something stupid, and it essentially gets ruined. So I just found it funny whenever I read that. I already read that. It is plain as day that we have recreated the toxic corporate environment that we abandoned, led by a petulant wannabe CEO. Ouch. Who overspends, overpromises, underdelivers, sows division, tarnishes our image, asserts his creative vision, or rather creative blindness, and sabotages anyone's attempt to correct him, all while he fails his most basic duties. Joyrides around the world, clout farms, and expects the community and Yahtzee to foot the bill because Nick Calandra tanks our YouTube revenue and makes us undesirable for sponsors. It is beyond incompetence. Now, keep in mind, this is only the second paragraph, ladies and gentlemen, and he already cooked them. This man already cooked them, and it's only the second paragraph, my guy. Like, this shit is crazy. This is crazy. So let's break it down, okay? Obviously, they all feel like they left what they would deem to be a toxic work environment. And then they ended up getting into another toxic work environment. And this is simply because, as we mentioned before, Many times, Nick Calandra is a psychopath. There is no doubt about it. Nick Calandra relies on the popularity of Yahtzee to not only fund Second Wind, but to also save the image of Second Wind. If it wasn't for Yahtzee, Nick Calandra would have no Second Wind. There would be no Second Wind, right? So Nick Calandra is a bad thing for business when it comes to Second Wind, and it's only gotten worse as he's gotten more deranged. This is why he's taken a little bit of a step back, and this is why I specifically said when he made that statement about, oh, I'm not going to go after Grums anymore, that I'm going to relax a little and I'm terminally online and I need to stop or whatever. That wasn't Nick Calandra talking. That was Second Wind talking. I guarantee you, now that we see 2 employees quitting for this exact reason, I guarantee that when Nick Calandra went after Grums, a lot of people at Second Wind were telling him, yo, you need to fucking stop. You need to relax. And that's why he stopped. He didn't stop because he wanted to. He stopped because they probably forced him to. They told him, you got to stop. You're making us look bad. And he was. He was absolutely making Second Wind look terrible. There is no doubt about it. So, hey, Raken Knight, man, over on Rumble rated us, bro. Look at Raken Knight rating us, man. That's a true samurai right there. Raken Knight over on Rumble is a true samurai, man. He should have been in Assassin's Creed Shadows, not fucking Yasuke. Unbelievable. Thank you for the raid, Raken Knight. I appreciate you, brother. So let's continue. And again, Yahtzee is 100% footing the bill. There's no doubt about it. Whether it's monetarily or from a popularity standpoint, he is 100% footing the bill for Nick Calandra. Nick Calandra is benefiting off of the clout of Yahtzee. It's always been that way. So then he says Nick Calandra operates in bad faith to serve his ego. 100% believe that. Because we all saw that on full display on Twitter. You guys know that. How many videos did I do on Nick Calandra? Actually, I really didn't do that many. Now that I think about it, I did a few. But I know Smash JT did like 100. Like, how many videos have we done on Nick Calandra showcasing all the nonsense that he's been saying on Twitter? Of course, his ego is all that matters to him. Why would anything else matter? But it says that to serve his ego, and this group lacks the attitude and processes to appropriately deal with inaction and inability to deliver the core capabilities of our roles. The board of directors lacks a knowledgeable enough majority to see through even the most basic Google searchable errors in Nick's farcical directions and use their personal feelings as a substitute for information, even when presented with dumbed down versions at their repeated requests. Damn. This man is just straight up calling everybody retarded, my guy. Holy crap. This man is straight up calling everybody retarded. He's like, I gave you dumbed down Google searches and you still can't understand what you're looking at. Damn. This is rough. So then he says to the rest of the owners, have little knowledge of what's going on. And I don't fault them because that's the whole point of the culture of isolation. There aren't enough leads at once thinking there's a problem. The rest don't know of the problems. Therefore, there are no problems. This is why I always say, man, everything trickles down, right? So if your CEO is a piece of shit, if your CEO is toxic, if your CEO is bad for business, guess what's going to happen? It's only going to trickle down and everything under it is going to be bad for business. That's just how it goes. You can't have a shitty CEO and then expect the rest of the corporate culture to be great. That's not going to happen. Everything trickles down. It always does. The only problem is that they never tend to get rid of the CEO. They always tend to get rid of the problematic employees, as they like to say. And then it says that, hold on, all of my personal attempts to make Nick see reason are ignored. Yeah, I'm not shocking. All of my attempts to make the leads aware of Nick's behavior are brushed off with minimal action. All of my attempts to raise concern for our systemic issues with leads are put off until after problems occur. I refuse, and here's where he cooks them. Here's where he cooks them. This is fatality right here. I refuse to be subjected to this behavior any longer. I believe I have done everything in my power to address the issues for over 6 months, and I want no part in preying on the community's goodwill and Yahtzee's hard work simply because we can't run a business. At this rate, we don't deserve to run a business. Consider this my formal resignation effective immediately.